After 60, many people think weak legs are just a normal part of aging. But the truth is far more serious than that. What feels like just getting older may actually be the slow loss of muscle tissue, weaker circulation, lower protein absorption, and rising inflammation inside the body. And once the legs begin to lose strength, everything changes. Walking becomes harder, balance becomes less stable. Stairs feel heavy. Even getting up from a chair can start to feel like work. Now imagine this. What if part of that decline could be slowed down and in some cases noticeably improved just by choosing the right foods more often? In this video, you'll discover 5 powerful foods that can help fight muscle loss, support stronger legs, improve circulation, and give your body the building blocks it needs after 60. We'll talk about what these foods do inside your muscles, your blood vessels, your nerves, and even your bones. And stay with me until the end, because the final food is one most people overlook completely, even though it may help your legs feel more energized and supported from the inside out. 2. Topic 1. Eggs. A simple food that helps wake up muscle growth. There's one food that deserves more respect after 60. It is the humble egg. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at building and repairing muscle. Doctors and nutritionists call this age-related muscle loss, or sarcopenia. One reason it happens is that older muscles often need a stronger protein signal to switch on repair and maintenance. Eggs help provide that signal. They contain high-quality protein and an amino acid called leucine, which plays a major role in triggering muscle protein synthesis. In simple terms, leucine helps tell your muscles, it's time to rebuild. Eggs also provide vitamin B12, which helps support nerve health. That matters, because your muscles do not work alone. They depend on communication from the nervous system. When nerves are not functioning well, the legs may feel weaker, slower, or less coordinated. From a practical standpoint, eggs are easy to use. You can have 2 eggs at breakfast with vegetables, or include them at lunch with a salad or a small portion of beans. They're versatile, affordable, and satisfying. Picture your breakfast as the first message you send to your body each day. A sugary breakfast says, store energy and spike blood sugar. But a breakfast built around eggs says, repair, stabilize, and strengthen. And that is exactly the kind of message many bodies over 60 need to hear. 3. Topic 2. Greek yogurt, quietly supporting muscles while you rest. Now let's move to a food that many people think of only as a snack, but it can be much more than that. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is rich in protein, especially a slower digesting type that can help support muscle maintenance over several hours. That makes it especially useful later in the day or even in the evening, when the body is entering a repair mode during sleep. Think of it this way. While you sleep, your body is not off. It's repairing cells, regulating hormones, and trying to preserve lean tissue. If your last meal of the day contains very little protein, your muscles may not have much to work with. Greek yogurt helps change that. It also contains calcium, which supports bone health, and healthy bone structure matters enormously when we talk about leg strength. Strong muscles and weak bones are not a good team. The legs need both. Another overlooked benefit is that Greek yogurt may help support the gut microbiota, the beneficial bacteria in your digestive system. A healthier gut can improve nutrient absorption and lower inflammation, both of which are important for maintaining strength over time. A practical way to use it is simple. Have a small bowl of plain Greek yogurt with cinnamon and a few berries, or pair it with chopped walnuts for an even more satisfying combination. Try to choose unsweetened versions when possible, because too much added sugar works against the health benefits. It may look like a small food, but for aging muscles, Greek yogurt can be a quiet nighttime ally. 4. Topic 3. Salmon. Feeding the muscles and calming the fire of inflammation. Now we come to one of the most powerful foods on this list. Salmon. Muscle weakness after 60 is not only about low protein, it is also often connected to chronic inflammation, reduced recovery, and poorer circulation. Salmon helps on several fronts at once. First, it provides high-quality protein, which helps preserve and rebuild muscle tissue. But what makes salmon especially valuable is its content of omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats can help reduce inflammation and support the membranes of your cells, including muscle cells. Imagine inflammation as a low-burning fire inside the body. Over time, that fire can damage tissues, interfere with recovery, and make the body feel older than it really is. Omega-3 self-help calm that fire. Salmon also provides vitamin D, a nutrient many older adults are low in. Low vitamin D levels have been linked with poorer muscle function, weakness, and even increased fall risk in some people. That means salmon is not just feeding the muscles, it may also be helping the body use those muscles more effectively. And let's not forget the heart and blood vessels. Better cardiovascular support means better blood delivery to the legs. More oxygen and nutrients reaching muscle tissue can mean better endurance and function over time. A practical goal is to eat salmon 2 to 3 times per week. Baked salmon with steamed vegetables, olive oil, and a side of beans can make an excellent dinner. If salmon is not available, sardines or mackerel can also be helpful options. This is one of those foods that works behind the scenes. You may not feel it in one day, but over time, the body notices. 5. Topic for beans and lentils. affordable fuel for strength, stability, and endurance. The fourth food group is one that many people underestimate. Beans and lentils. They may not look glamorous, but they offer something that aging legs desperately need. A combination of plant protein, fiber, magnesium, potassium, and slow-burning carbohydrates. Let's break that down. The protein helps support muscle maintenance. The slow-digesting carbohydrates provide steady energy, which is important because legs that feel weak are not always lacking strength alone. Sometimes they are also lacking stable fuel. The magnesium in beans and lentils helps support muscle contraction and relaxation. In plain language, magnesium helps muscles do their job more smoothly. The potassium supports fluid balance and nerve function, both of which also matter for muscle performance. And then there's the fiber. Fiber helps with blood sugar control and cholesterol balance. That matters because unstable blood sugar and poor vascular health can gradually damage energy levels and circulation, making leg weakness worse over time. Beans and lentils are especially useful for people who do not eat a lot of meat or who want to add more plant-based strength foods to their routine. They can be used in soups, salads, stews, or served as a side dish. A very practical habit is to eat beans or lentils 3 to 4 times per week. You can pair them with eggs, fish, or a small portion of brown rice. Add olive oil, garlic, and chopped vegetables for even more nutritional value. Sometimes, the foods that support longevity best are not fancy at all. They are the simple, consistent foods that keep feeding the body week after week. Says. Topic 5. Beets, the overlooked food that may help your legs feel more alive now. Here is the food many people never expect to see on a muscle strength list. Beets are not famous for their protein. So why are they here? Because weak legs are not always just about muscle mass. Sometimes they are also about circulation. If blood flow to the muscles is not ideal, the legs may feel tired, heavy, or less responsive, and this is where beets become interesting. Beets contain natural compounds called nitrates, which the body can convert into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax and widen, improving blood flow. In simple terms, it helps the road open up so oxygen and nutrients can move more easily through the body. Think about what that means for the legs. Better blood flow can support walking, stamina, and muscle efficiency. It may not replace protein, but it can support the delivery system that helps your muscles work better. Beets also contain antioxidants that help fight oxidative stress, which is the damage caused by unstable molecules, often called free radicals. Over time, oxidative stress can contribute to aging and reduced physical performance. A practical way to use beets is to eat them roasted, sliced into salads, blended into a smoothie, or even as fresh beet juice in moderate amounts. If you enjoy them, they can be included several times per week. Beets remind us of something important. Strong legs do not depend on one nutrient alone. They need protein, yes, but they also need blood flow, nerve support, mineral balance, and reduced inflammation. And when all of those pieces start working together, the body often responds better than people expect. So, here is the big picture. If you are over 60 and starting to notice weak legs, slower movement, reduced stamina, or less confidence in your balance, do not ignore those signs. They may be the body's way of warning you that muscle support, circulation, and recovery need more attention. The 5 foods we talked about today were eggs for high quality protein and leucine, Greek yogurt for steady protein and bone support, salmon for protein, omega-3s, and reduced inflammation, beans and lentils for plant protein, minerals, and lasting energy, and beets for circulation and nitric oxide support. No single food is a miracle. But together, these foods can help create a body environment that is more supportive of strength, mobility, and independence. And after 60, that matters more than ever, because stronger legs are not just about walking better, they are about living better. They are about confidence, freedom, and protecting your quality of life. If you found this video helpful, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone over 60 who wants stronger legs and better health. And now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 5 foods do you already eat the most? And which one are you going to start adding more often? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.